Have you ever felt like God is far away? Maybe you used to feel His presence in your life, but now you're struggling to sense Him. You're not alone. Many people go through times when they feel distant from God. But even when it feels like He's far away, the Bible reminds us that God is always near, whether we feel Him or not. Why do we feel distant? Feeling distant from God can happen for a lot of reasons. Sometimes it's because we've gotten distracted by life, like the worries of the school, work, or relationships. Other times, it might be because we've let sin creep into our lives, which can block our connection to God. In Psalm 66:18, it says, "If I had cherished sin in my heart, the Lord would not have listened." This shows that sin can get in the way of our closeness to God. But here's the good news. He is always ready to forgive when we come to Him. What does the Bible say? Even if we don't feel God, the Bible promises that He is always with us. In Deuteronomy 31:6, God says, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." That's a fact, not based on our emotions, but on His unchanging promise. In Romans 8:38-39, Paul writes that nothing, neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers can separate us from the love of God. So even when we don't feel close to Him, God is still right there. How can we get closer to God again? Number one, pray honestly. Sometimes we hold back our real feelings in prayer, but God wants to hear everything, our joys, fears, and frustrations. In Psalm 62:8, we are told to pour out your heart to Him. Don't be afraid to tell God exactly how you feel, even if you feel distant from Him. Number two, get back into the Word. Reading the Bible reminds us of who God is and His promises. Even if you don't feel like reading, start small. Psalm 119:105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." The Bible is our guide when we feel lost or unsure. Number three, surround yourself with other believers. Sometimes when we feel far from God, we isolate ourselves. But being part of a Christian community helps us to stay encouraged. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Share your feelings with a trusted friend or pastor and ask them to pray for you. Number four, worship and give thanks. When we worship, we shift our focus from ourselves to God, even in tough times. Thank God for who He is. Psalm 104 says, "Enter His gate with thanksgivings and His courts with praise." Gratitude can open the door to feeling God's presence again. Trust in God's timing. Sometimes we won't immediately feel the way we want, but that doesn't mean God isn't working. He may be teaching us to walk by faith, not by feelings. Trust that in His time, He will restore the closeness you desire. Just like the Father welcomed the prodigal son back with open arms, God is always ready to welcome you, no matter how distant you feel. God hasn't left you. Keep seeking Him, and in His perfect timing, you'll feel His presence again. If this was a blessing, please like and subscribe for more videos. May God bless you, and may the Lord give you a heavenly mindset.